Okay, so with this, we would be doing our last panel discussion for the day. And for this, the topic would be food packaging and sustainability, strategy and new opportunities. For this, I would like to call on stage and please put your hands together for Mr. Karan Singh Tomar, founder and director from Ratan Organic Foods Private Limited. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Mr. Karan Singh Tomar, please come on the stage. Okay, so he would be joining us little later. And the next one is Mr. Vivek Batra, CEO from Amrit Corp Limited. But I think he would be like, please come on the stage, sir. Let's give him a huge round of applause to Mr. Vivek Batra. Please put your hands together for Mr. Yogendra Kumar, Head of Quality and Packaging from My Vestige. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Now I would like to call on stage Mr. Dharmendra Bhalla, CEO from Govind Milk and Milk Products Private Limited. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Let's give it up for Mr. Pradeep Kundu, CQO from Zeon Life Science Group. Mr. Anil Kumar, Head of Quality and Regulation from TRDP Happy World Private Limited. Let's give him a huge round of applause for Mr. Anil Kumar. Our last but not the least, our moderator, Mr. Ashok Bansal, CEO and co-founder from Mint's Government Services and Mint 3 Minutes. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Thank you so much to all the panel members and our moderator for joining us. And so the stage is all yours. So let's learn a lot of things from you. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Let us start with the first, just 2 lines about us. This is a great panel and so much of experience we have. We can always take a deeper dive into your experience.
Okay. I'm Dharmendra Bhalla, and presently I'm working for a milk company called Govind Milk and Milk Products, based in Satara. Earlier, I had worked with Nestle's Alpha Laurel Tetra Pak. So I have a total experience of more than 32 years. And I'm serving the industry till now. Thank you very much.
So when was Govind Milk formed? 32 years back?
No, Govind Milk was formed in 1995.
And you've been there since the beginning?
No, I have been with them for 7 years. I said I was working with Tetra Pak,
okay,
Alpha Laurel, and Nestle earlier.
Okay, so Govind Milk is 7 years young.
For me, it's 7 years, but then it is otherwise, it's since 1995.
Okay.
The owners had started the dairy.
Great.
Hello, good evening. Myself is Yogendra Kumar and working with Vestige Marketing Private Limited. This is a multi-level marketing company and we have the more than 400 products and cosmetic, FMCG and nutraceuticals products, including the color cosmetic also. Previous experience in the pharmaceutical industry and in starting my career with the paper industry, then Dabur India Limited and Akams Pharmaceutical. And right now they're in the Vestige market. More than 20 years experience in the quality and packaging.
Which
Hi.
cosmetic product of yours has the least shelf life?
Hello.
Least shelf life?
Least. सबसे कम शेल्फ लाइफ आपके कॉस्मेटिक प्रोडक्ट्स में किसकी है? किसकी लाइफ साइकिल ज़्यादा है, किसकी कम है? ग्रूमिंग प्रोडक्ट्स और कॉस्मेटिक प्रोडक्ट्स.
It depends on the product ingredients. Which type of the ingredient we are using, the what are the preservatives we are using, the some maximum 12, 18 years.
18?
18 years or 18 months, sorry.
18 months. Okay.
Maximum, minimum least count, but more than approximately 3 years, we conclude the 3 years.
Hello. Hi, I'm Vivek Batra. I'm CEO and President of Amrit Food. We are a primarily dairy processing company, and the technology that we have for various products is, I would dare say, is the most advanced technology in dairy industry in India. And I'm sure that all of you would have tasted our products, though without knowing that it has been produced by Amrit Food. We are mostly a B2B, in the B2B sphere, and McDonald's Softy that you have, and McFlurry, and very recently cold coffee, that is our product. And we also have a presence in retail, a small presence which we are expanding with our brand like Just in can coffees, iced teas, and protein shakes. Over to you.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Myself is Pradeep Kundu. Currently I'm associated with John Life Sciences, which is totally a nutraceuticals-based company, and we do a contract manufacturing for a number of other companies like Herbalife, Danone, Himalaya, Zydus, Reddy's. And before Zion, I was working for 10.5 years with Dabur India Limited, and in 2 locations, Baddi and Rudrapur. And prior to Dabur, I was working with PepsiCo Internationals for almost 11 years. And I was, right from the beginning, I was in the quality domain, but as you move on, because you don't only restrict yourself to quality, you also get your portfolio expanded into manufacturing, operations, R&D, new product development, packaging, so all comes into that. So fine, so we will have a wonderful session today on this topic. Thank you.
Pradeep ji would have a great experience. I was just going through in depth about his company. They started with, please correct me if I am wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, wellness and health products only for men. And their vision was that men have different kinds of needs. From men, once successful, they moved on to women. They were successful. And from men and women products in health and wellness, then they moved on to kids. Again successful, then they moved on to sports persons. When all categories practically were done, then they moved on to pets. So from men to women to kids to sports persons to pets, they have health and wellness products for everyone. Great.
Exactly, Bansalji. This company started, I think, 1987, just a 30 years old company. And initially it was in the name of Mahan Foods, which was basically is to give calcium, what do you call, dextrine, maltose, and all those things to SMP, full cream milk powders. So they had moved into this nutraceutical business. Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Anil Kumar. I have got 40 years experience with the bakery products. I started my career from the Britannia, then Mrs. Bector's, and now I'm working with the TRDP Happy Word Private Limited. It's a new company to all of you, but our product is not new. Our main product is Mario, brand is this. Jahan dekhe Mario apna samajh ke kha liyo. So I am quality officer. I started my rank from the quality officer. Today I am the head of the quality and looking after our regulations and exports and all that. Thank you so much.
A couple of lines about me. This is Ashok Bansal. After being in the engineering and hospitality sectors, I've been the engineering director and anchor for several five-star hotels and mega projects. And my last assignment before I became an entrepreneur was the International Exhibition Center, now called the Bharat Mandapam. It took 9 years in the making. For the first 5 years, I was the global director of the project. Thereafter, 3 years back, became an entrepreneur in F&B space. Today, we have around 4 plants. We manufacture largely frozen items from veg to non-veg. One of our USPs is our team is headed by Anita Mint, who is a global chef and a very renowned professor. Hates chemicals and preservatives and additives and anything that has to do with INS or E or, So we have been able to, and our vision is to control the cost while we chuck out all the INSs and Es and preservatives and everything. This is what we are, basically in HoReCa industry, and now starting our exports and coming up with our own QSR. Sir.
Sorry, the time was given 3:30, and I think they've started without me. So anyway, good evening to everyone. I think it's a post-lunch session, and interesting hona chahiye, energetic hona chahiye, tabhi maza aayega. So I think for us, I represent Tarun Organic Foods Private Limited. Our brand name is Nutriorg. We are into this industry from last 14 years, precisely. And towards to this particular seminar and all, it's like an wonderful to be here. I'm very much excited to speak about those kind of things which is mandatory nowadays, and why we need to, discuss more further about all this thing which is, a part of our sustainability process. We started our journey in 2010, and we founded our company in 2014, but the process started from our cultivation process. We have a land bank of 350 biga where we grow most of the things by organic. The conversion of organic itself is into like a 3 to 4 years process where you convert your entire land into organic. So we converted before launching our brand, and then started our journey in 2014 with launching our brand in Delhi NCR. Started with almost like 3-4 products at that particular time, and now it's almost like 150 products we are manufacturing. And the best part is that it is all grown by us and our fellow farmers. It's almost like now it's more than a 10 years journey in which we have more than 1,000 farmers who are growing with us, all organic. And the best part in this, that from the beginning itself, we thought about, to make the product sustainable and eco-friendly also. That's what the base of this company is all about. We started like to make organic product in its purest form, and that to be provided to the customers in eco-friendly packaging. So मेरे को ध्यान है कि जब हम लोग ने start किया था बहुत कम glass की bottles market में available होती थी. But आज जब market जाता हूँ और देखता हूँ तो there are plenty of companies who are providing their product in a eco-friendly packaging or in a glass bottle. We started like most of our product, 60% of our product are in glass bottles. And then the other packaging which we use is 100% biodegradable and 100%, so none of our product is like, कि 100% उसके अंदर पूरा जो है eco-friendly product, eco-friendly packaging के साथ है. So I think this journey is very good, and gradually we entered into the global market also. Now we are into in 14 different countries and representing Bharat in a better way. जो एक अच्छी energy and food हम लोग market में लेके जा रहे हैं, we are representing, and I think our client base are so strong that once they buy the product, they buy again and again. So that's a small story about us. Thank you very much.
Karanji, that's great. I mean, 10 years, and 10 years back, organic was more of a name and a fad and a vision. And you've been following the journey for 10 years. And that too, if you see your portfolio of items, I mean, of course, we'll have a deeper dive later in the next half an hour. From juices to oils, ghees and candies, quinoa, and now one of the latest additions was jaggery.
Yeah.
So would be exciting to know how even jaggery and everything is organic.
See, the more about when we entered into this, we are more focused on health and wellness category product. And to be honest, when I interact with more and more farmers, I realize that in सब अच्छा करना चाहते हैं और सब अच्छा growers हैं साथ में, तो why not, to launch these product in our brand. And that's the reason we entered into this jaggery वाला जो part है. उत्तराखंड के काफ़ी सारे 800 करीबन 800 से ज़्यादा फार्मर्स हैं जो इस वक्त जैगरी के ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं, जो गन्ना ऑर्गेनिक तरीके से ग्रो कर रहे हैं, बट उनके साथ चैलेंज था कि उनका प्रोडक्ट बिके कहाँ. तो करना तो बहुत सारे फार्मर्स हैं जो कंट्री में ऑर्गेनिक ग्रो करना चाहते हैं, बट उनके पास एक चैलेंज ये आ जाता है कि वो अपने प्रोडक्ट को कैसे सेल करें इन द मार्केट. सो वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट पार्ट. उसके अंदर हमने बैकवर्ड इंटीग्रेशन को बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग किया. सो आवर टारगेट इज़ टू एटलीस्ट नेक्स्ट 3 to 4 years में हम लोग करीबन 5 to 10,000 फार्मर्स के साथ और वर्क करना चाहेंगे.
That is fantastic. All the best.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Okay, let's start with the discussions. And let's start with something delicious. We have a bakery, we have milk, bakery, health, wellness, organic. We have a great panel here. And we'll talk of something delicious. Cakes, pastries. And somehow we all have seen cake box, पिछले जब से हम बच्चे थे, cake box उसी type का रहा है. Rusks अभी भी उसी type की by and large packing में होते हैं. Yes, there are some good rusks. Mario is a good rusk. Tried it personally. But otherwise, when we talk of the bakery in general, the image is like any cake or pastry. Shelf life is 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever. Rusk will have a longer shelf life, but bakery में packaging has not really evolved significantly as a layman as I see it. So my first question would be to Anil ji from TRDP, Bakery, Mario, Rusks and other products. You really feel bakery packaging, has it evolved, or would you like it to evolve so that it gives more benefits of shelf life or flavor to your products for a longer time? So can you have the packaging to enhance the life and quality of bakery items?
Thank you, Ashok ji. Nice question. We are really working on the same thing. We are looking for how to enhance the shelf life of cakes, which is a big, big challenge for all industries, all bakeries, small bakeries, big bakeries. People are looking for reusable, sealable boxes. So Ashok told me about the box which is containing the cake, spoils the cake within 3 days. But now the cake shelf life has gone up to the 120 days also, 90 days also, by using a good laminate with good barrier properties, sealable, creating the atmosphere inside that, taking out the oxygen, filling nitrogen, carbon dioxide also. Even the bread, which has got a shelf life of maximum 4 or 5 days. Now the breads are working on such thing, it can have a shelf life of 1 month, 30 days, which was initially a very big challenge. This is being done with the all cleaning MAP, with the bread also, but sealing quality has to be improved. Laminate has also changed with the multi-layer, better properties, but again the challenge is how to use the laminate again, how to reduce the plastic. Today we are talking all about the reducing the plastic, but unfortunately in this sector, plastic is slowly getting lower. We are looking for another technology, nano material coating in the material to increase the further barrier properties so that the shelf life can be increased. And thinner laminates, so less plastic will be there. And especially creating the MAP will help a lot. It gives you not only the shelf life, but it creates a better taste also. We are used sometimes in bread industry, a combination of carbon dioxide and CO and nitrogen being used in flushing in, taking out all the oxygen. Carbon dioxide retards the mold growth, and nitrogen prevents the taste of flavors. So these kind of technologies are coming up, but it will take some time to have some machines, technology, and investment. Bread is a not high margin product, so that people are reluctant to use this kind of technology, this thing. Costing is this thing. And this kind of things only can improve. In the rusk, if we talk, we have taken the shelf life of 18 months. We are exporting the rusk from all across India. We are the first company to deliver untouched rusk. We imported the technology from European country to produce the rusk untouched. Because it's a highly manual process. If you might have seen some rusk manufacturing units, double baking system, bread baking, handling, cooling, slicing, again toasting. But ours is a continuous process. So we are delivering untouched rusk this. And this also enhances the shelf life of the product. Man is the biggest carrier of the microbes. So we are avoiding this thing, so we are getting a better shelf life. No doubt, packaging depends on this, how best packaging. You can reduce the laminate by making the packet tighter, saving the plastic wastage and all that, then recycling. And the last, now the CPCB is coming into this thing picture, that everybody has to go for ERP, so that you are collecting the all waste and recycling it, reusing it, and reducing it. So 3 Rs are helping us to reduce the plastic in all directions. I think
Anil
given you the
ji,
answer.
just a follow-up question,
Right,
if you
right.
are okay. You talked of laminate and nitrogen, and these two are, can increase the shelf life till, say, 30 days or more. How would you compare the cost aspect of using these aspects versus the present packaging?
Yes. And the cake,
Say per kg of cake, if it today costs packaging this much, so
see, this is everywhere, that packaging cost is much more costlier than the recipe cost. But in the cake, high value product, value for the money, so this is a bearable. But in the bread case, this is not happening in India as on date, but it is in Europe. Same look, everybody is there, sealing the bread in such a nice pack that 1 month shelf life is there. No doubt, their atmosphere conditions are helping it. But here in northern India, we are living in 4 to 40 degrees centigrade. That's another big challenge for us.
well, Europe is now touching 40 at many places, so now they will come back to our kind of packaging.
No, they have got technology also. We are also taking a technology. And now India is also leading into that. Their stall is there outside, which is giving us a paper, this laminate.
Okay. From bakery, let us go to a similar items.
Thank you.
Custards, ice creams, shakes, all in the same family. So Vivek ji, would like to ask you, what are the packaging solutions to actually enhance shelf life? Are you using some of them, or you wish that you'll use some of them once their technology is available, or once the price is more competitive that the industry can absorb it? Because ice cream, shakes and soups, etc., they are very competitive.
Actually, first of all, I'm very, feeling very guilty because we are coming between you and the tea time. So it is quite understandable that post-lunch sessions are quite terrible for me and obviously for you as well, because this is a combined lethargy of meal-induced. But I'm sure that you have a lot of energy, because your energy would be the one which would be driving us, which will make us productive. So can we see some energy from you? Can we? Yes. Can we? Yes. Wonderful. Thank you for your response. So just very briefly, I would recount my days from childhood days when I had my first tryst with packaging. When my mother sent me to neighborhood mithai shop to get a samosa, I went there. So the halwai who was
obviously multitasking as an owner, as an accountant, as a purchaser and all. So he took up a paper, packed the samosa, and he handed it over to me. So when I come back, I uncurled the paper. And to my shock, I realized that it is a paper taken from one of the course book of NCERT. So that was quite shocking and quite a realization, because the books I would buy at the start of the year, very fondly I would cover it up. And that was the fate it would meet. So that was a packaging which was not enhancing shelf life, rather reducing shelf life. And fast forward to late 70s, early 80s, when the likes of Bikanerwala and Haldiram, they came in with their fantastic packaging. So it was a multi-purpose use of that packaging. Shelf life, of course, was there. And that was one. And two was the aesthetics of the packaging, which has become all the more relevant with modern trade coming in. Because when we go to purchase at modern trade, so whatever receive you want to buy. So most of the purchases, a big chunk is impulsive. So that is one. And the third is brand building, very, very important. So it has become all the more relevant with so many products competing. Now in our case, where milk and milk product, we are actually into liquid milk and liquid milk product, not into ice creams or these fermented products. And most of our products, milk products, are stored at ambient conditions. So it becomes all the more difficult. So here, what happens is that initially when we established this unit, we are the pioneers of UHT in India. So UHT is the process which gives a long shelf life to liquid milk and liquid milk products, starting from 15 days to up to 3-4 months. So depending on the packaging, and also up to 6 months as well. So that depends on the packaging. So when we started off in the year 89, being the first with no experience at all, so initially we were importing the packaging from DuPont and the likes. Thereafter, we thankfully found some good vendors who helped us in developing new packagings, rather indigenizing the packaging. So whatever packaging right now, when we UHT the product, so our packaging is into polypouches. So initially when we started the technology and the material available for the processing of the film, so it would give about a 30 days shelf life. And now after 10, 12, 15, 20 years of development in this field, now the shelf life has come to 4 months in polypouch. And also we have our products, retail products, which are into aluminum cans and glass bottles. So which gives us 8 months to 10 months shelf life. So which is very, very important. One, because a lot of material is preserved, it is not wasted, and milk product, as you know, is highly perishable product. So the thing is that packaging cannot be treated in isolation. It is very much dependent on the processing. I hope I'm not boring you. Okay, fine. So basically it is a holistic view which we have to take. So one is processing, another is packaging, what it has to go in, and third is the treatment during the packaging. So it is very well illustrated in case of chips or Indian namkeens. You process them, you pack them, and you nitrogen flush. So all stages come. In case of milk, we have to UHT, and then we aseptically pack in either polyfilm or a brick pack. So that gives the life. Now this is where we are today. So there is a lot to be done in packaging. More so in case of Indian products. Because whatever technology we adapted, the technology was to do with products which were available internationally and not available for our Indian products. Example is our ready-to-eat products. So the ready-to-eat products that we are right now, long shelf life, we are finding in the market. So packaging is what has been already developed. Technology is retort technology, which, believe me, I don't know whether you've tasted these ready-to-eat products, but they totally mess up with the quality of food. So this quality is absolutely negotiable. So only point is that it has to be given a long shelf life. So here what we need of the hour is, one, to develop the process technology so that it can do justice to our Indian food. And two is to develop those packaging which preserve the quality of that food. By shelf life, in essence, you know what we mean by shelf life. That food should taste same on the first day as on the last day. So it can only be done when this project can be initiated with the help of a golden handshake between technology manufacturer and packaging manufacturer. So that is the time, and this needs a lot of patience, lot of money for an entrepreneur to make it clear. But believe me, there's a huge, huge scope in this. So I think with this, I would like to...
Vivek ji, just a small follow-on question in which Dharmender ji, you can just chip in. Yeah. When we talk of dairy, the first thought goes, and हम सबके घर में वो सबसे ज़्यादा common है pouches वाला milk आता है, pouches वाला milk and curd. Even government agencies like Mother Dairy and all. एक लेवल प्रीमियम पे जाते हैं तो ये कार्डबोर्ड पे आपके पास मिल्क के आते हैं. D2C में आजकल वो आ रहा है, डायरेक्ट ग्लास बॉटल्स भी देते हैं जो वो ट्रेड कर लेते हैं. सो जस्ट टॉकिंग ऑफ मिल्क एंड कर्ड, दीज प्रोडक्ट्स, पैकेजिंग, हैज इट रीच्ड वेयर इट अल्टीमेटली हैड टू रीच एंड नथिंग मोर कैन बी डन और नथिंग, देयर इज नो मोर थिंग व्हिच कैन बी अचीव्ड? मीन्स वी विल हैव टू कंटिन्यू विद द मास pouches or at the highest level glass bottles, period?
See, the thing is, India anyway is a very cost-conscious country. See, we have packaging like Tetra Pak, where a single package costs you around 10 rupees. Is the customer ready to pay 10 rupees more for a liter of milk?
That's exactly the point. I mean,
so we have switched to, say, poly pouches very early in 70s or 80s. Okay. So at that time, the purpose was to give milk to the consumers, and when it was very short also, and we had a large population to serve at a lower cost. That was the purpose of NDDB, Amul's. So they adopted the poly pouches. And then, to reduce the cost, they reduced the thickness of the polyfilm. And at one time it came down below even 50. But then with the legal system, they said below 50 is not allowed. So to give the strength again, it was multi-layered. And again, the issue again comes with the multi-layer is that it's not recyclable again. So the thing is, you have to either incinerate. That's again a sustainability issue.
pouches is a huge sustainability issue. We see in the garbage dump or even in cattle, so many, they...
See, below 50 microns is an issue. Above 50 microns, the rag pickers, they collect the material. And there are companies now who you can employ to collect the plastic waste of even milk. So they collect it for you. They have the collection system. From the rag pickers, they take the plastics. They convert either into the fuel or the petrol with high octane value also.
So basically what you're saying is we have reached where we had to reach, The only improvement can be in minimizing or mitigating the harmful effects of it.
I don't say that we have reached.
So what could be the next one?
There is always a journey.
Yeah.
Scientists are working on biodegradable or even the packaging which can be used on the liquids also. See, we can't use food, say starch-based products. Even PLA, that way, people are saying that it is biodegradable, but it is industrially biodegradable. That means it doesn't biodegrade on its own in the landfills. So special equipments are required, special conditions are required, even to degrade the PLA. But then technology is coming up, scientists are working on this, and I'm not a good scientist anyway.
Then the challenge enhances when you talk of highly viscous things like curd.
Yes.
Liquid still can take the shape and form of anything that you put it into.
Even
Say a glass bottle or something. But curd is highly viscous. So,
see in curd case also.
so either you can have glasses or something, or you can have pouches, tetra pouches at the lower level.
See, even you can do curd in Tetra Paks also, but then Tetra Paks are mainly for a longer shelf life. Then for lower shelf life, you have a packaging called gable top. That's not much prevalent in India. The packaging for say Tropolite, for example, a whipping cream, is done in a gable top. That's again a laminate which is with paper and plastics. So, but then the thing is, it's the product has to kept under frozen conditions and not at ambient. So each packaging has its own pros and cons. For example, say even if you say glass, is glass a solution, a sustainable solution?
Definitely.
That's how much heat it uses.
I can understand that
Carbon
part,
neutral.
but when
It's
you
not
provide
carbon
the,
neutral.
I know that, but when you provide the food in its safest form and as well as eco-friendly way,
No, that's what I'm saying. Eco
and
is
some of the
something-
acidic foods, I'll say that, some of the acidic food which is not meant to be for plastic packaging and not good for the
Yeah.
plastic
So
packaging, that the
that's
glass,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Each, even the plastics or the glass, they have their own advantages.
Advantage and
Some
disadvantage.
have, for example, again, a multi-layered is used because it has some barrier properties. A laminate is used, it has some other benefits. So it depends on product to product which packaging is to be used. And glass being the most inert is anyway used, but then the carbon footprint it has is again questionable. So that's
Compared to the,
so ultimately,
Yeah.
packaging wise, glass is good, but eco wise, I don't know. I can't say.
I'll,
But here one thing which we cannot ignore is the recyclability of glass containers. And another thing is that packaging is as per merit of the product. It is not that everything you can pack in glass or everything you can pack in pouch. So it basically depends on the nature of the product.
yeah, one thing to add in this, see, we need to take up larger picture also at the same time when we discuss all about this. See, the larger picture is, इसका environmental and mother earth पे कितना effect पड़ रहा है? क्या हम इस condition को carry कर सकते हैं next 15 years, 20 years और 30 years? जिस तरह के devastation हम आज देख रहे हैं और जितनी तेज़ी से आप यदि अभी recently मैं एक और सेमिनार में था जिसमें इसी टॉपिक के ऊपर थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन हो रहा था, वहाँ पर वेदर्स एंड इन कंडीशंस को लेकर था. लास्ट 30 इयर्स में जितनी तेज़ी से पैकेजिंग इंडस्ट्री ने पॉल्यूशन क्रिएट किया है ना, आई थिंक किसी भी दूसरे सेगमेंट में किसी ने भी इतना हाईएस्ट तरीके से पॉल्यूशन को क्रिएट नहीं किया. सो ये हमारे लिए अब अलार्मिंग है कि हमें इसके ऊपर बिल्कुल 100% थॉट लेना पड़ेगा और इसके ऊपर वर्क करना पड़ेगा. इट्स नॉट टू सिट एंड टॉक हियर, वी नीड टू वर्क ओवर इट टू मेक इट मोर सस्टेनेबल फॉर द फ्यूचर एंड टू द जनरेशन कमिंग जो आने वाली है. वो हमें ये नहीं कोसे कि इन्होंने पैकेजिंग का इतना वेस्ट डाल दिया आज कि आप कुछ भी नहीं है. आज आप खुद देखिए नेक्स्ट लाइक विद इन द 10 years आप सब लोगों ने देखा भी होगा, ऑब्जर्व भी, और ये अचानक से ही वेदर में इतना तेजी से चेंजेस कैसे हुए हैं लास्ट 30 years में 20 years.
You're right at your end, but when we use the paper, so during the manufacturing of paper, we waste 70% of water with respect to the chemical and caustic and dyes, etc. That is a danger for the crops also. Sometimes, you know, the
So,
हमारी
yes,
industry
same on
बंद हो
this
जाती है.
paper topic. I think the best way solutions भी हमारे पास ही मौजूद हैं. जो अभी
Yes,
वेस्ट,
yes.
जैसे हम लोग अभी शुगर केन के जो फार्मर्स हैं उनके साथ काम कर रहे हैं, शुगर केन का जो वेस्ट आ रहा है उससे भी पेपर के ऊपर वर्किंग चल रहा है कि टू मेक द पेपर आउट ऑफ इट. वी आर वर्किंग ऑन सम ऑफ द एरियाज विद आवर पैकेजिंग इंडस्ट्री कि वो काउ डंग से भी पेपर बना रहे हैं. सो वो पेपर भी हम लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं कि इसको किस तरीके से इन्फ्यूज़ करा जाए कि हमारी जो आउटर पैकिंग है. और एक और बड़ा चैलेंज अभी जो हमारे सामने सबके साथ है वो है ऑनलाइन डिमांड. जितना ऑनलाइन पैकेजिंग इस वक्त आप बिलीव नहीं कर सकते कि जो एक्स्ट्रा पैकेजिंग इस वक्त मार्केट में या एनवायरमेंटली हम लोगों को इफ़ेक्ट डालेगा वो हम लोग सोच भी नहीं सकते. जो इस वक्त बहुत नेग्लिजिबल अमाउंट ऑफ पैकेजिंग जा रहा है, ये एटलीस्ट 80% तक ग्रो करेगा विद इन नेक्स्ट 3 to 5 years. तो आप सोच सकते हैं कि कितना वेस्ट होने वाला है आने वाले सालों में.
What you said was absolutely right, that in packaging we have not spent that much of effort.
Yes.
Because it has essentially been at the back of the mind कि प्रोडक्ट बिकता है, कस्टमर को प्रोडक्ट चाहिए. पैकेजिंग इज अ काइंड ऑफ नेसेसरी इविल की देना है. इफ इट वाज माय विश में डायरेक्ट प्रोडक्ट दे देता विदाउट एनी पैकेजिंग.
But at the same
पैसे
time,
बचाने हैं.
I think we all need as in manufacturer.
This mindset has to.
Yeah, this mindset, and as a consumer also, I'll see. I'm also a consumer some way, some around. So मेरी भी responsibility है towards to earth, towards to mother nature. अब उसमें यदि 2, 4, 5 रुपए ऊपर नीचे आ गए तो उसको मैं कंपेयर करने लग जाऊंगा तो वो भी थोड़ा ठीक नहीं आएगा, जस्टिफाई नहीं होगा टू दोज ब्रांड हु पुट द एफर्ट्स इनटू दिस. एंड आई थिंक ये हम सब मैन्युफैक्चरर्स का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि इस पार्ट पे जितने भी स्केल पे बात करी जाए कम है, और जितने भी लेवल पे बात करी जाए और इस पे सॉल्यूशन लिया जाए, इस पे कुछ काम किया जाए, सो दैट इट विल बी गुड फॉर द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन. आई थिंक.
Okay, from bakery and dairy, let us move to the next topic, you know. Health and wellness. As I said, you know, Pradeep ji would like to really ask you, Beyond Life Sciences, you know, health and wellness products, customized products for people, cadre, genre, sports persons, and now to pets and all. That is a very, very vast portfolio of back-end biosciences and engineering to handle.
Yeah.
So, what is your take on flexible packaging and plastic packaging, especially with respect to your industry? Because that's a huge industry.
Thank you, Bansalji. I will start with my career. You know that when Pepsi came in India, right, we used to use the glass bottles. It was very havoc. And those glass bottles used to be recycled, I think, 20 times, 30 times in the market, right? Then slowly, then it moved to the PET, right, PET. Now you will see almost PET is more, glass is less. As everybody has said that because the handling is an issue, recyclable, reusable is an issue. Again, the cost is also what was very lucrative in case of glass, right? So beverage industry still it is functioning the same way, and slowly then you can see that Tetra Pak came into the India market, which had offered a flexible packaging of 6-layer protections, right? Whether it is a juice, whether it is a milk, or it is any other, even a wine also, it's also coming in Tetra Pak. That's called flexible packaging. ऐसा नहीं कि improvement नहीं हुआ है. Improvement has been seen over the period of time. And उसके बाद when the products are coming into the market, चाहे आपका powder हो, चाहे आपका semi-solids हो, semi-liquid हो, ketchups हो, mayonnaise हो, right? These are also food products which came to the market. And slowly you can see that flexible packaging has played a very vital role. Flexible packaging, देखा जाए तो आज की डेट में इसकी growth per year 10 साल में 50 times more हुआ है. अगर हम 40 kg पर पर्सन पर एनम यूज़ कर रहे थे 10 साल पहले, आज वो 80 kg पर पर्सन पर ईयर यूज़ हो रहा है. You can, the flexible packaging industry is growing in a very boom because requirement ऐसी हैं, food products are coming up into very different levels, food हो, beverage हो, this medicines हो, cosmetics हो, Ayurvedic product हो, nutraceuticals product हो, तो flexible packaging will be a part and parcel of life because that's the way how, because it is very easy to use, easy to handle and it's a very cost effective. And moreover क्या होता है जब manufacturing industries like us when we make a product, हम ये सोचते हैं क्या हमारा प्रोडक्ट को मैक्सिमम शेल्फ लाइफ मिले, एक वो होता है. इसी चक्कर में क्या होता है पैकेजिंग की जो टीम है डेवलपमेंट गाइस, देन दे लुक इनटू अच्छा इसमें एल्युमिनियम लेयर बढ़ा देते हैं, इसका थोड़ा इसका पी लेयर थोड़ा और बढ़ा देते हैं. बिकॉज व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड माय करियर यूज्ड टू पैक केचप्स. केचप यूज्ड टू हैव ए 4 layers जिसमें आपका पी का होता था 25 माइक्रोन, फिर एल्युमिनियम का होता था 30 माइक्रोन. आप धीरे धीरे इफ यू सी दैट दिस ऑल pouches हैज गॉन फ्रॉम 3 layers to 5 layers to 3 layers, नाउ इट इज कमिंग इनटू 2 layers. अब आप देखेंगे जैसे पहले हमारे फ्लेक्सिबल पैकेजिंग में पीपी यूज होता था, पी यूज होता था, देन इट केम्स बीओपीपी यूज होने लग गया. अब वो आ रहा है मेट पैड. मेट पैड इज अगेन इट्स कमिंग ए सिंगल स्ट्रक्चर विद ए सिंगल स्ट्रक्चर लैमिनेट pouches जिसमें एक हल्का सा पी लेयर होता है जो कि सीलिंग के लिए यूज होता है. जो दो इट इज कम्स इन प्लास्टिक बट द क्वांटिटी ऑफ दैट प्लास्टिक हैज बीन रिड्यूस्ड डाउन. ऐसा नहीं है. टेक्नोलॉजी बिकॉज एवरी टेक्नोलॉजीज हैज बीन ग्रोन अप एंड द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रीज आर ऑल्सो फॉलोइंग द नॉर्म्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि इट्स नॉट, बट प्लास्टिक विल बी देयर बिकॉज उसकी बहुत प्रॉपर्टीज हैं. सीलिंग के लिए यूज होता है, चाहे वो मिल्क हो, चाहे कर्ड हो, चाहे आपका केचप हो, मेयोनेज हो, चाहे आपके न्यूट्रास्यूटिकल्स प्रोडक्ट हो, मेडिसिन भी हो, इट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. लेकिन अलॉन्ग विद द प्राइमरी पैकिंग मटेरियल जो कि फ्लेक्सिबल है, सेकेंडरी पैकिंग मटेरियल जैसे जार्स हैं, HDP कैंस हैं, दोज आर ऑल्सो वेरी, देखा जाए तो एनवायरमेंटल फ्रेंडली तो नहीं है, ठीक है आपका बायोडिग्रेडेबल नहीं है बट रिसाइकलेबल है, रीयूजेबल है. ये है. Challenges are more because norms are getting stricter not only in India, सब जगह जा रहा है. अब सब जब गवर्नमेंट ने बोला 50-55 यूज़ करना है तो then everybody, all the companies started backward calculation. भाई 55 करना है तो मुझे कौन से लेयर कितना डालना पड़ेगा, GSM डालना पड़ेगा. तो द GSM level has also gone down. ऐसा नहीं है. GSM level of the pouches, stick packs has gone down. Slowly आप देखेंगे कि this nutraceuticals product में what happened. We had apart from the powders are more important in that because protein powder है, आपका nutritional products are there है, calcium chocolates हैं, which is basically been packed in powder form. And in powder form, we will see that the paper pouches are most important, and that too paper pouches which are over there, it has to be single use, single portion packs, and which is easily environmental friendly. And these things are very much because what do you call nutritional products which is used by the kids, sports person. So the person takes one stick, one pouch, and it is easy for him to consume and easy for him to also to put in the environment, which will really help him. So that's the way ऐसा flexible packaging को we can't be ignoring them. Anyhow, that's the way. But developments are going on because packaging team, packaging functions, R&D scientists or packaging experts like IIPP. IIPP का एक वो था, just a very important fact which they had given the paper. I will say that in the US market, just give me time because the number. Yeah, in the US market, the growth of flexible packaging is almost 39%. 39% per year because it is a requirement of the food product. Food product, whether it is food product, whether it is a cosmetic product, whether it is a pharmaceutical product, flexible packaging will be always there. And because customers also want that kind of package which is be very easy to handle, easy to use also. That is because we also can't overlook that our customers is struggling with the packaging of the product, which is not very friendly. So that will be part of that. And you will see that challenges are always there because each and every companies have their own rationalization and this product to package ratio is also important, carbon footprinting also important. But you will see the changes are happening in the flexible packaging a lot. Now this MedPat is there. Now down the line something else will come, which will be much more easy for packing of shampoos, sachets, pouches, sticks. Those will be there. Paper is also, I think, has gained very much popularity because in Geon Life Sciences, I have seen, because it is in the powder product, we are using lot of paper-based packaging materials, and which was different when I was in Pepsi or when I was in Dabur. And in nutraceuticals, definitely this paper products packagings are very much presented to the consumer because it has a value for them, and it's a very environmental friendly, and because the product doesn't require, it's not a liquid, not a semi-liquid, that's so that it cannot come out from the package. Only in that case, what we do is that the secondary and tertiary packaging has to be sound enough so that the product doesn't gets affected during a supply chain process when it reaches to the consumer. Yeah, that's all from my side. Yeah.
Just one follow-on. We have talked about bakery, dairy, which are very price sensitive in the sense low price, let me say. 60 to 100 rupees a liter milk and that way. Some of your products are very niche. For example, sports persons, the health category and all, where I suppose one can command a price premium. We have only talked about packaging material or, not anything about smart packaging or intelligent packaging or tracking or life cycle analyzing sensors or anything of that sort. So that is nowhere in the R&D stage also across the sector. We are only talking of, we means not you, means all of us, in these three sectors. We are talking only of packaging material per se, nothing with respect to anything related to smart packaging.
No, today morning there was a session on smart packaging. I think that group has covered very wonderfully what kind of smart packaging are coming into the market.
In the health and wellness sector, for example.
Yeah, I agree. Health and wellness sector in India is, you can see, is hardly 20 years old. And because what happened, we are always a very good replicators, right? We see what the global Europe and US is doing market and how it's moving, what my other fellow industrialists are doing in the market. So based on that, we basically take a call. Slowly, because I know that, because though it is, if a company is a fast-moving consumer company and nutraceuticals, it's not so very, because volumes are not very high as per a fast-moving consumer company goods, right? So these things will also become a Bansalji, because Geon as in also is been slowly going into that kind of automation mode where smart packaging, tracking, traceability, how the product moves over there, it will come up. And that's the way that things will be in place more over there, so how the product has been, whether somebody is able to recycle, reuse or not. So that kind of chain is still in a very nascent stage, but it will come up, definitely.
Thank you. Yogendra ji, you have an experience in pharma also, so somewhere, and now you are into wellness and grooming and cosmetics. So perfect blend of, health, pharma, wellness, grooming. So a perfect one, Raymond's man. Right? So what is your take on, one is the biodegradable packaging, and what are the emerging solutions, especially for the grooming and cosmetics industry where you are now? Or is it like there also we have reached the peak and the only thing we can do is play around with the material, make it more eco-friendly or recyclable? Have we reached that stage?
You know very well, in the pharmaceutical industry, we use the PVC, but it is not a biodegradable product. So we can't say that the pharmaceutical packaging is with respect to PVC only. But rest of the products is just like the PET bottle, glass bottles, and paper boards. These are the recyclable. But in the biodegradable, we would like to say the paper, cardboard, glass, metals. These are the biodegradable packaging. But in my opinion, we can reduce the waste with respect to control the process of the design, weight and size. Because I would like to go on to the conclusion about with respect to the waste only. Suppose we are developing the laminate size, laminate design. तो जनरली वी गो फॉर द 7 to 8 सिलेंडर्स। तो जितने हम सिलेंडर्स बनाएंगे उतना ही हमारा वेस्ट बढ़ता है। एम आई राइट सर? शायद जहाँ तक ऐसा ही होगा। तो क्यों ना हम लोग ऐसे डिजाइन डेवलप करें कि जिससे कि हम लोग 4 to 5 कलर्स में अपने को कंसीडर कर लें। दूसरा, जितना हमारा डिजाइन बनता है, जितना हमारा वेस्ट जाता है, वो हमारा लैंडफिल्स में ही जाता है। जितना हमारा ड्यूरिंग द प्रिंटिंग प्रोसेस जो हमारा लैमिनेट्स होता है या हमारा फॉइल होता है, वो रिसाइकिल तो नहीं करते वो, देखो बिकॉज उसके अंदर हमारा प्रिंटेड मेटेरियल होता है और हमारा कलर्स होते हैं, डाई होते हैं, तो वो लैंडफिल्स। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि वी कैन रिमूव द पैट फ्रॉम द मार्केट, वी कैन रिमूव द ग्लास, वी कैन रिमूव द सम प्लास्टिक फ्रॉम द मार्केट। ऐसा नहीं है, वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। दीज आर द दीज ऑल पैकिंग मटेरियल इन द पैरेलल विद इन द मार्केट ऑफ द पैकेजिंग मटेरियल। ओके, I already speak about it when we produce the paper. We waste approximately 70% of water with the caustic and the dyes also, which is danger for the environment also. When we generate the, we will produce the glass bottles, तो एटलीस्ट 1700 डिग्री पर हम इसको मेल्ट करते हैं, तो उसमें हमारी हीट पे जनरेट होता है, हमारी गैसेज पे जनरेट होती है। तो यदि हमको वेस्ट को कंट्रोल करना है, वी हैव टू कंट्रोल द वेस्ट। तो जैसे हम लोग, मैंने भी जैसे प्रिंटिंग के बारे में बताया, या हम डिजाइन हम इस तरह से करें, या हम लोग पैकिंग का हम जो कंट्रोल करें, जैसे प्लास्टिक का वेट है हमारा, बोतल का वेट है, हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा वेट ना लेके हम लोग कम वेट वगैरह, तो इससे हमारा लैंडफिल्स को हम लोग कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। तो मेरा जो फोकस है, माय फोकस इज टू रिड्यूस द वेस्ट टू डिजाइन टाइप एंड साइज आल्सो, राइट सर?
Great. Thank you, Yogender ji. We were talking of niche items and sectors where the product could command a premium. And what better niche sector than fully organic, right? So at least, I mean, you are an entrepreneur, and so the industry opinion is that organic, any product would command a premium of 20% to 40%, whatever. So apparently, your sector of organic might be less price sensitive to more innovation using biodegradable packaging, etc. So you feel that way? That being organic in the niche sector helped you adopt better packaging solutions, or and what is the future you see from here?
Definitely, very correctly said कि organic थोड़ा सा premium बिकता है, उसके पास आपके पास price point रहता है, आप packaging पे spend कर सकते हैं, but at the same time organic affordable भी होना चाहिए, which I personally believe कि organic is not only for a set of people, it's for everyone. It's not meant for only for the rich and all. It is for everyone. Food is just like a basic right for every human being around the world. मैं हमेशा इस बात को बोलता हूँ और मैं रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से इस बात को हर प्लेटफॉर्म पे लेता हूँ कि मैं इस ऑर्गेनिक को भी उस लेवल तक काम करना चाहता हूँ कि जब ये ठेले पे भी 100% ऑर्गेनिक आपकी सब्जियाँ मिल रही हैं। So, उस लेवल पे काम करने के लिए बहुत अभी कुछ करना है। एंड when you talk about the packaging, yes, it's give us a little bit of leverage, you know, to introduce the glass into it. But again, at the same way, what we are doing, अब उस ग्लास का जो पहले, जैसे अभी आप लोग भी बता रहे थे कि ग्लास को इतना एनर्जी लगता है, सो व्हाट वी आर डूइंग कि अभी जो ग्लास आज से 10 years पहले आता था, जिस वेट साइज में आता था, उससे 10th वेट साइज में अभी हम लोग मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करवा रहे हैं। लाइक वो पहले 500 grams का था, तो अभी हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं उसको 100 grams का करें। सो इट विल सर्टेनली सेव द एनर्जी एंड वेस्ट ऑल्सो। एंड एज वेल एज द सेम वे पेट जार्स की भी हम बात करें, हम लोग कोशिश करते हैं कि हम अपने पेट जार्स उस तरह के कंज्यूमर्स को दें कि वो अपने घर में उसको दोबारा यूज़ करें। दे कीप दिस इन देयर शेल्व्स बाय पुटिंग द, कुछ ने दाल डाल ली, किसी ने कुछ डाल लिया, तो दैट काइंड ऑफ वे। सो दैट्स द वे एक्चुअली वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट हो सकता है। एंड एज वेल एज जितनी भी पैकेजिंग इस तरह की मार्केट में, उसका सही वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। यानी कि अभी मिल्क के ऊपर बात कर रहे थे, पाउच हम बाय बैक करते हैं या जो भी है, इस तरह की यदि चीज़ें प्रॉपर तरीके से मैनेज हों और सही हो, तो आई थिंक बहुत सारी चीज़ें इंप्रूव हो सकती हैं इन कमिंग फ्यूचर। एंड आई थिंक मेनी कंपनीज आर वर्किंग ओवर इन दिस, पर्टिकुलरली इन दिस पीरियड। आई हैव सीन इट लाइक लास्ट 3-4 years में मैंने बहुत सारे न्यू वेंचर्स देखे हैं जो इस वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, न्यू पैकेजिंग आइडियाज़ और इनके ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं। एंड आई थिंक दिस इज़ गुड फॉर एवरीवन। आपको भी बहुत जल्दी वो ऐसा सॉल्यूशन मिलेगा कि वो बायोडिग्रेडेबल पाउच मिलेंगे आपको कि आप मिल्क डालिए और इसका कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। तो इस तरह के काम भी हो रहे हैं। एंड इट्स प्रूवन इन द बैंगलोर के साइंटिस्ट इस पे वर्क कर रहे हैं टू मेक द प्रोडक्ट 100% सेफर which is a better option than pouches, plastic pouches. So in future, definitely, I believe within the next a decade, I think we'll all have the best solution for packaging I think, for any kind of food.
Great. Just one follow-on small thing. Let us talk of juices. You manufacture juices also. What is the shelf life? 6 months, give or take?
So see, these are cold pressed juices. When it comes to cold press, you need to put some sort of stabilizers to make it more sustainable, like more shelf life, to increase the shelf life of this product. And when it comes to the packaging part, it will be packed in again, if I pack it in a glass bottle, these kind of juices, then it will be more costlier. No one will buy the product. So for us, it's just to make it more reasonable. What we did, we applied the same, the PET, and which we are saying कि 100% recyclable है, in terms of less of wastage है, and trying to use this SDP food grade also in some of the cases, so that it will be 100% recycled one. So
juices I picked just as a typical thing. Matlab it could be suggestive of many other products in this categories. When the shelf life is over, it gets rancid. And in the morning, we were having a panel discussion where, yes, today we have sensors which can monitor the rancidity in an irreversible color change fashion. And
correct.
There are technologies available.
Correct.
But what do you foresee these technologies coming in the next 5 years? Because the cost could be prohibitive, but this is a very useful thing to have.
Yes, definitely. Any technology for any industry is always good. See, चाहे वो फूड इंडस्ट्री हो या टेक्नो इंडस्ट्री हो, फूड इंडस्ट्री के लिए भी बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम लोग हमेशा अपने आप को अपग्रेड करते रहें. It will reduce our cost some way around. So I think these kind of technology will definitely help us to reduce the cost in future. Where आज की तारीख में 40% of the food worldwide हम लोग waste कर रहे हैं. Just because we don't have that kind of technology, whether it's not in India only, it's abroad itself, कि बाहर भी इसी तरह से food waste हो रहा है. Those kind of technology will definitely help to reduce the waste, and definitely it will help to make more sustainable in coming years. So बहुत सारे work हम लोगों ने हमारी country भारत में भी बहुत सारे changes मैंने personally देखे in 10 years में, तो बहुत fastest तरीके से growth देखी है. और ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का एक मेजर फैक्टर जो आज हम लोग के सामने 10 years बैक था, आज मेरे ख्याल से ऐसा नहीं है. आप देखिए हाईवेज, अभी भी आज मैं इनफैक्ट जयपुर से ही आ रहा हूँ, and I was in a Mumbai Express Highway which was recently opened by Modi ji, and I was thrilled that मेरे को यहाँ पे पहुँचना था 3 AM and I was in Jaipur till 12:30. So I can't be here if that kind of highway was not there. So इस तरह की developments in terms of transportation of the food material, आप आज बॉम्बे या दिल्ली NCR का कोई मैन्युफैक्चरर उसको बॉम्बे यदि प्रोडक्ट भेजना है, तो वो जो टाइमलाइन है यदि वो भी रिड्यूस होता है, तो इट विल ऑल्सो वो भी एक वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट या हमारा एक तरह से सस्टेनेबिलिटी है. सो मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर आर अमेजिंग थिंग्स इज गोइंग अराउंड द कंट्री इटसेल्फ. बहुत सारी नई चीज़ें आप आने वाले सालों में देखेंगे. बहुत टेक्नोलॉजिकल वर्क हो रहा है पैकेजिंग को लेकर के, इको फ्रेंडली पैकेजिंग को लेकर के, और बहुत सारे सॉल्यूशन हमें मिलने वाले हैं आने वाले कुछ चीज़.
Supply chain also play the important role.
Yes. It's definitely a supply chain is a major role. Warehousing is a major role. आपको set of हम लोग farmers के साथ engage है, तो we struggle on this. हमें कुछ fresh farmer देता है और हमारे तक पहुँचने में यदि वो खराब हो जाए, तो वो भी एक बहुत बड़ा loss है country का. So these are the things where I think this also comes into a waste management part, कि food भी waste नहीं होने देना चाहिए.
Food waste is done by the villages area, या we can say in the urban area.
See, the food waste is entire places like आप village में भी waste हो रहा है और urban में भी waste हो रहा है. Village में waste हो रहा है वो farms पे ही हो रहा है, because उसको जब rate ही नहीं मिल रहा, तो वो बोल रहा है यहीं पड़े रहने दो, खराब हो जाने दो, गायों को खिला दो और इसको यहीं पे सड़ने दो. वो वहाँ पे वेस्ट हो रहा है. अर्बन वाले के पास प्रॉब्लम ये आ रही, वहाँ पहुँच रहा है तो इतना महंगा हो रहा है कि वो बोलता है रहने दो, खाना छोड़ दो.
धर्मेंद्र जी, we have had a great discussion till now. What are your views, actually only with respect to two parameters, future trends and cost and availability? Means, where do you see us going? See, yes, we could focus on dairy industry or otherwise.
See, we have listened to various people. There have been, there have been improvements in the packaging or eco-friendly, we have heard all. Now, are we better or are we worse?
Exactly.
That's the question. We have reduced the packaging from a bigger size to a smaller size. But is the total amount of packaging reduced? It has increased.
That could be because the overall
Yeah,
scale has
see,
increased.
the scale is there,
Yeah.
but ultimately we are filling again the oceans, and there'll be more plastic in the oceans than the fish in the ocean by 2050, and 2050 is not far off. So, innovations are required, and they have to be wallet friendly for the people, otherwise it will be prohibitive and people will not buy. Then, see, we are talking about the recyclable, recycled also, or compostable or biodegradable. So, see, the top 300 companies had committed in 2018 that by 2025, everything will be recycled, everything will be, have we done that? That is the question. Only thing is we get a new date, तारीख पे तारीख.
Well, that is about greenwashing. Make tall
Yes.
claims, 10 साल बाद के लिए, and two sectors are worldwide famous, starting from America to everywhere: dairy and poultry. For, largest claims and laggards in real implementation. I'm sorry, but that's facts.
See, again, I said, until you get a cost benefit, the package has to be beneficial, then it costs itself. It has to give more benefits. So until the packaging cost gets reduced or the technology evolves, these are going to happen.
Great, Dharmendra ji, thank you very much.
One thing I would like to add.
Yes, please.
Because at the end of the day, it is always the industry which takes the drubbing. Now, for example, that you are consuming anything, let's say any chips or anything. So consumer has a choice whether to dump it in a dustbin or clog these storm drains, or throw it on the road, or dispose it in a proper way. So it has always been, I've been seeing over the years that how can we, well, ultimately the blame comes on us. That what can we do? Simply, we cannot, because I shouldn't be saying it will be not good on a public platform, but burden is all, the responsibility is being passed all to the industry. For example, let us say, whenever we are here, we don't care where we are dumping our waste. But whenever we are traveling abroad, even if we have a smallest piece of paper of anything to dispose, we'll keep it in our pocket till we find a dustbin. So that's all from me.
Thank you, everyone. We are through with the time. A few questions. Anyone who has any question, happy to. Please.
Yeah, hi, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Don't you think it's time, like watersheds, which government is putting? I don't know. I think most of the industries are not paying it. But is it not the time for plastic sesh so that industry can follow the rule which was made 5 years back for plastic waste management? At least collect the plastic which is generated by the industry. I am also part of industry, right? Our marketeers, sales guys, CEO, wants a higher shelf life because they want to push the product in the market, right? But is it not industry responsibility to get it collected? If not get it collected, give money to government so that they may arrange an alternate route to collect it. Today we don't find a glass or a metal on the road, right? Silver is not thrown on the road, right? Same way, if there would be a price to plastic, it can be at least collected from the road. So don't you think is the time for putting the plastic cess on the industry, whether it is in packaging industry? You flex friends are sitting over here, they may not be happy with this, but apart from that, the manufacturing industry like us, who are using or packaging the product in the plastic?
Anyone?
See, EPR anyway is the responsibility of the manufacturer or the product manufacturer anyway. See, as a dairy, we have employed agencies which collect the plastic waste. So I don't know whether it will be again a green wash or anything else, but we do get certificates of the collection from these companies. And we submit it to the government. And at present, for example, I'm getting around 70% of my product, which is packaging, which is recycled, or it is collected by these people. So that's what we have been doing it till now. So I think it
In
answers
fact,
your
the,
questions
Yeah,
of-
just I will add
the
on,
change has started. In the sense, morning panel 5, we had a very good discussion.
Yeah, Tarun, I will add it. What Balai said, because all the industries are monitoring their plastic waste management by tracking it down, getting it back, and doing that. But definitely, your question is valid, because if more plastic waste are generated, definitely government will come up with that kind of cess, which will be there, because the way we are using our packaging material and quantum of packaging material which have been used are using, maybe down the line, maybe government may come up.
Pradeep, it has become like an HACCP certificate or
Yes,
ISO
yes.
certificate.
Yeah,
200
yeah.
rupees anyone will give.
Yes, yes. It may come up. It may come up because
So is it not industry responsibility really to put in model? See, ESR everyone is putting today, whichever company is listed on stock exchange, they are socially responsible. They need to publish the report. But nowadays, because this is not core business, it is out of focus. So my question is it not, do you think that time that government should put a cess on it?
maybe because mostly the bigger industries are doing that. What this Balla Sahib has said, that Dabur, Pepsi, they are doing that kind of what you call it, the quantification of how much amount of packaging materials has been, plastic waste has been managed by themselves. But again, it becomes a questionable in terms of, I think, the reports published by all corporate houses over there. So still, I will say, chance maybe government may pitch in down the line as what
No, the change has already started. Like morning, we had a session.
We are already giving the certificate to the government, whatever the plastic we are using, and taking from government agencies.
So like morning, we had an example where the Maharashtra state government has introduced a policy. You know, if you are producing 100 tons of fresh plastic, you have to show that 100 tons or X tons of plastic you have recycled or collected back. And once you show that, you get credits which enable you to get cheaper loans from international institutions. So the change has started, but the change is slow. Got to be faster.
It has been started because this is also including with the GST. How much plastic you are consuming and how much plastic you are recycled. So they link with the GST parameters also. Every brand owner has to responsibility. How much plastic? Yes.
And getting it uploaded on the CPC.
Uploading, yes. Absolutely.
Well, we are out of time. Any other question, please?
Yes.
So people, they forget the basics. You rightly said that whenever we go to abroad, we follow everything. We are the most gentlemen in abroad. But whenever we come to India, हम उसी में आते जैसे थे. We will throw everywhere. We think it's our right. So social responsibility हमारे अंदर है ही नहीं.
I agree with you. See, for example, we get this waste vehicles, सूखा कचरा, गीला कचरा, there could be another box also which can be a plastic kachra. So that segregates and reduces the labor part on segregation at the landfills and all. So it could be maybe 4 different metals, plastics, sukha kachra, gila kachra. If that kind of thing can be done, that will reduce much of the issues.
I would like to just add to it, update on this, because this is already being done now. So the concept of landfills is now an obsolete concept. If you see around Delhi NCR, you'll see all those mountains of garbage are slowly depleting, because this is what is happening. So they go to their plants which have been set up by private contractors. So these wastes are segregated and sent for different uses. So that is already in place.
As a consumer, we should.
It's okay. It's okay. Still, it is being done at that end. There is there. So we don't need anybody to prompt us to do it. Basically, it's totally on us.
Great. We have run out of time. I must thank everyone for listening to us, and any other query you can reach out. And thank you everyone, all the panelists.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much to all the panel members for giving us so much of knowledge and information. Let's give them a huge round of applause for this amazing and beautiful panel discussion. Okay, so with this, we would like to proceed for the felicitation.
Before this, we would like to thank the audience also. Thank you very much. You have been wonderful.
Thanks for thanking the audience.
And also, I would like to, on behalf of us all the panelists, before us also, so I would like to thank Sinex for considering us worthy to occupy this place. Thank you very much. So I hope you liked our services and give us more chance in the future.
Definitely, sir, definitely.
Thank you.
All right, so we will be starting the felicitation ceremony. And for this, I would like to call on stage. Let's give a huge round of applause to Mr. Divyanshu Raval, co-founder and director from Walpar Nutritions Limited. Let's give him a huge round of applause, everyone. Okay, so firstly, I would like to call Mr. Karan Singh Tomar. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Mr. Karan Singh Tomar. Mr. Vivek Batra. Everyone, come on, let's give them a huge round of applause.
Hello.
Mr. Yogendra Kumar. Mr. Dharmender Bhalla.
Nice comments, I must say. Thank you. Nice comments.
Mr. Pradeep Kundu. Mr. Anil Kumar. Last but not the least, our moderator, Mr. Ashok Bansal.
Such an energetic person you are, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining us on the stage.